Well met. Nay, do not lay off your hat. We will go to school in the woods. Ah, how keen is the autumnal air. A few hundred yards before us we see the scarlet and brown of the trees in hectic glory frescoed against the blue dome of the sky. We are out for a walking lesson. For the last few moments I have been observing you intently, you unconscious. Are you brave enough to stand the fire of criticism? Your walk is full of defects, stiffly projecting the leg, dragging after it the torso, the heel strikes the ground with a thud, jarring the spine. In our last lesson, we considered the attitudes of the legs and learned the emotional signification of each pose. We shall now find that each attitude is the basis of a walk. Remembering that all the parts of the human body have reciprocal action on one another, every step must be a nice adjustment of the opposition to be maintained between head, torso, and limbs. The perfect walk must be straight, each step a foot apart, your own foot, not the ordinary foot measure. Bobbing up and down, pitching, rolling, strutting must be avoided as gymnastic crimes. The great work of the movement falls to the lot of the thigh, the vital division of the leg. This is the strongest portion of the frame. In modern athletic sports, the thigh does most of the hard work. To recapitulate what we have collected so far for our walk: 1. A straightforward step. 2. Harmonic poise. 3. Thigh movement. Now, what is thigh movement? Look, sweeping up Fifth Avenue trots a thoroughbred. Mark his action. With vital force, he lifts his thigh, so to speak. Lower leg and hoof hang loosely. The straightening of the knee plants the hoof. Now turn and observe me. I lift the thigh forward, lower leg and foot hang loosely. The unbending at my knee plants the foot as simultaneously my weight sways on it. And now you ask, which should touch first, the ball or the heel of the foot? Well, strictly speaking, the ball, if we all were virtuous and restored the foot to the proportions of a bare foot. But alas, the stern mandate of fashion decrees a heel on the shoe. So ordinary mortals must yield, and in planting the foot, the heel will first touch Mother Earth. The bare foot is fashioned to grasp the ground. Carry the foot in transfer near the ground. High-stepping is fine in sound, but neither horses nor men can afford it when either have work to do or races to run. The torso and head should sway in harmonic sympathy with every motion of the legs. This is the walk of animated attention, emotions that are vital. Observe the processions of the Athenian youths and maidens on the Elgin marbles. In these processions, fantastic and involved, one finds each figure sculptured in marble action in various stages of this walk. But alas, as my eye roams over the passing crowd, I find no human example. That Saint Bernard there comes toward us with majestic stride, fulfilling all the requirements. Man alone hops and halts, trudges and strides, limps and ambles.
I look at him, and that was me. The blindness and energy, I want to say. here come this way.
When we are at a certain age, we all must fall on purpose, fall with all our might, and then it is all right. But what do I know of the road to be taken for happiness?
Let's walk,
Let's walk,
let's walk,
let's walk,
let's walk.
let's see.
The rest will be.
So, Rick, what's your favorite part about the North Park Village Nature Center?
Nature.
Oh, that's a very succinct answer. Nature. Well, they've got a lot of it here at the North Park Village Nature Center. Let me see, I think I can...
Yeah, they block it in with fences sometimes, but that's okay. Keeps the deer out.
Oh,
And then they're trying to grow cattails along the side.
let's see. Let me see if I can turn this around so that it shows the other view. I guess I can't figure that out. Although it's on me here personally, there should be a way for me to reverse this. That's funny. Give me the chance. What happens? Oh well. That is just an experiment here at the North Park Village Nature. Frank Farrell. I'm at the North Park Village Nature Center. Today is Easter Saturday. It's April
7th.
I think it's April 7th, yes, 2012. I'm here at the beautiful North Park Village Nature Center. It's very close to Chicago. I guess you'd say northwest side. Beautiful day today. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for more about our day here at the North Park Village Nature Center. And my hiking friend today is Rick Young. Say hello, Rick.
Hello, Rick.
Yes, he does what I tell him in regard to
Happy day. And
hiking.
we went through Peterson Park to get here.
That's right. It's very close to Peterson Park in Chicago. And it's just been a very mild winter, and the spring is beautiful. I'm going to start projecting off my face and onto what we see here today. North Park Village Nature Center. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a goose, Canadian goose, out in the middle of that pond here, North Park Village Nature Center. So we're gonna walk a bit, Rick and I. It's beautiful Easter Saturday in April. North Park Village Nature Center used to be the grounds for a tuberculosis sanitarium, and it kept those who were infected with the disease separate from the rest of the city population.
Plus, they were out here to get fresh air.
Oh, right, because it was sort of outside the bounds of the bustling city, and the air was thought to be fresher out here.
Yeah.
I see. So that became not as much needed or needed at all. Certainly in the 70s they started converting, 1970s they started converting this area. Early 80s especially, maybe that was the time. And it's so beautiful. And maybe we have that sanitarium to thank for what was left here, in fact. The previous usage of an area can be a benefit to what we get to see in the future.
So that's a blue heron over there on the other side of the
Really?
water.
I haven't spotted it myself, but is it to that tree with the branch hanging down? Is it to the right or left?
To the left, and you see where the birdhouse pole is?
You mean that's that thing sitting up there in the rocks?
Yeah.
It's not even in the water. I thought that was a water pump.
He's resting. Oh, maybe it is.
Oh, maybe it is. Is it a heron or is it a water pump?
Oh,
Oh, well.
challenging my nature identifying abilities.
Yeah. I can see where you think it could be a bird, but do you think it's a pump now?
Yes, I do.
Oh. Ah, well. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So the North Park Village Nature Center has a actual nature center. For the youngsters, it's a great place to visit. There's some encased bees. They're alive.
Do a close-up of the spring flowers.
Oh, Rick has asked me to do a close-up of these spring flowers, these beautiful
Violets.
violet
Not
ones,
violets,
but they're not violets. No. Dandelion. Things beginning. Very beautiful indeed. Very beautiful. And so North Park Village Nature Center has these different paths you can walk. They're not very long, but they're very picturesque. And you know, sometimes you can't get away from hearing
Sounds of cars.
Peterson, the sounds of cars a bit. But it is a gem in the middle of Chicago, this North Park Village Nature Center. It's a lovely place. Indeed. The paths are easy to follow. They're a lot of fun. You'll see different things along the way. Nature. You often see a lot of deer here. They've got a lot of deer. And this might be the time that you'd see the little fawns. Hey Rick, fawns are young deer or fawns are female? Young deer. Okay. Fascinating thing about fawns, young deer, they have no bodily scent, so they can sit in the woods and not be smelled out as much, scented. So that's certainly a protection for them as youngsters. So this is the well-known woodpile, and it takes on different shape year to year. That's Rick, my hiking friend today. This is a place where maybe the North Park Village Nature Center with their programming, where guests will gather for storytelling. I'm sure this has been used after dark. And I know when they do plays here, a group called Theater Hikes, they've done many times, they've done scenes at this location. Also over here is a good location for a scene in the middle of the woods. Well, you have the choice here of either way. They're both nice. You could follow this one, which follows the car traffic a bit. You could hear it. But we'll take this path that cuts right through here and continue our hike today.
When I was younger, I was she, the innocence, the fantasy, but it's okay. That goes away.
It's how I was, the way they are, the way they love to worry so all through the night. When everything's alright, but what can we say? They are made of tomorrow and yesterday. Let's walk, it's true, let's see, let's walk beyond our vanity. No one knows, we only guess, just a leap for happiness, happiness. You never know, we might as well walk.
We might as well